Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Jamiatul Khairiyah, NIM 2401073132 from class 3D. Today, I will present the analysis of my paragraph. The type of paragraph I am presenting is a narrative paragraph. The title of my paragraph is My First Sahur Without My Family. Here is the paragraph. Let me read it for you. My first sahur without my family. A few months ago, at my boarding house, it was my first experience of sahur without my family, which was certainly very difficult for me. First, I had to get used to waking up without the gentle voice of my mother or my father to wake me up, because I could only rely on the sound of the alarm in the silence of my room. Then, I also had to fight off the drowsiness that was creeping in, and I started preparing the food I would eat. I ate while watching a movie, but the noise from the screen couldn't drown out the loneliness I felt at that moment. It felt so empty, and I longed for the laughter and jokes at the dining table with my family. At that moment, my heart felt like an empty room without them. But I began to realize and feel proud after getting through that day. I turned out I could do it. And finally, I understood that it was a process of self-growth where I was taught to be more mature and independent by the circumstances. I will analyze my paragraph. The first one is the topic sentence. The topic sentence is in the first sentence of the paragraph. As you can see, it says, a few months ago at my boarding house, it was my first experience of sahur without my family, which was certainly very difficult for me. The sentence introduces the main situation, which is my first experience of having sahur alone at my boarding house. The subject is about my first sahur experience without my family, and the controlling idea is it was very difficult for me. Then the second one is the supporting sentence. The supporting sentence in this paragraph explain why the experience was difficult for me. First, the paragraph tells how I had to wake up without hearing my parents' voice, and I could only rely on the alarm in the silence of my room. The next supporting details show that even tough, I tried to distract myself by watching a movie while eating. The loneliness still remained. The paragraph also give emotional descriptions such as the room feeling empty and how I miss the laughter and jokes of the dining table with my family. All of these sentence support the controlling idea by giving reasons and details that show my emotional struggle during my first sahur alone. Then the next one is the concluding sentence. The concluding sentence of my paragraph is at the end. As you can see, it says, it turned out I could do it, and finally I understood that it was a process of self-growth where I was taught to be more mature and independent. This concluding sentence functions as a reflection. It restates the main point by showing what I learned from the experience. Okay, the last is general impression. In my opinion, this paragraph is clear and emotionally expressive. It successfully describes a personal experience in detail, and the ideas flow smoothly from the beginning to the end. The descriptive language helps the reader imagine the situation. From this task, I learned how narrative paragraphs use feelings and events to show personal growth. Okay, maybe that's all from me. Thanks for watching and thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.